Hello, sexy iPhone editor Brandon here. I'm editing nothing because I just ripped the pod. Me and Cameron started a podcast, and it's on Cameron Damaski's page, but we also started a podcast page. It's called Couchfish Podcast, I think. I haven't looked it up nor subscribed, and I never will. Okay, I'll leave all the links in the description. This is a clip. A very large clip. I didn't think it'd be this big. Sorry, Cameron. From our very first podcast, we have 4. We're doing podcasts now. Not only just on Cameron's channel. So if you want to see the full versions, right now they're on Cameron's channel because the podcast channel is too small to upload hour-long videos. So subscribe and watch on the smaller podcast channel, Couchfish, so that we can get to the point where we can upload the full ones over there. But in the meantime, if you want to see the full episodes, Cameron Damaski, everything is in the description down me below. Love you. Watch it all, please. I'm flying helicopters.
Well, this one right here?
That one right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
Cameron didn't press the record again button, which he's done before.
And we talked for 35 minutes just now.
And that's the podcast. Oh, no. Okay, what are some things that... Because I know...
I got a couple.
Oh. Cameron, you're speaking over me as if we have so much to talk about on this podcast, and we don't.
I'm so excited. I have exactly 17 things.
You have exactly one thing that just now popped in your head.
Yes.
Go for it.
Helicopters.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What about them, Cameron?
I'm so glad you asked, because I have 1,000 questions about them, and I feel like we have an expert right here on the podcast with us. Do you want me to introduce him? Jamie, would you bring out the helicopter specialist?
Me.
That's right. Imbrandonfarris is now a helicopter specialist. Please, elucidate.
Okay.
Please.
I helicopter. What is elucidate?
That's the best. I don't know. I think I made it up.
I've been, I haven't told anybody this except my members only, shameful plug. You can sign up for my members.
OnlyFans?
When are you gonna...
That's OnlyFans, isn't it?
When are you gonna stop me from plugging my members only on YouTube? You can sign up for my members only.
Is members only... Is that OnlyFans?
It's a thing. We're members only.
What? What do they do exactly?
With smaller lives, we chit chat. You can get extra videos for them and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff. I've only told them.
It sounds like OnlyFans, Brandon.
You want to go down this tangent, do you?
I kind of do.
It isn't.
Is that demonetized?
No.
Okay, well then let's go down this.
If I show you what I do on my OnlyFans, maybe.
Why don't we show them via audio?
Via audio? It's going to be real weird for the people watching.
Helicopter, stop.
Stop. Not in there. Not in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. No, that's definitely not good. I don't like that one.
Please quit it.
That's better there.
Wow.
Very... very median enjoyment the entire time. That's kind of actually pretty good what you're doing right there.
Not bad.
You like that?
Is that decent?
Is that adequate for you?
Mediocre.
You know what? You could do better, but I believe in you.
I'm flying helicopters now.
And I'm so excited for this for you.
No, you're not.
No, I'm actually really terrified. Can I be honest?
Yes, and I am too.
I had a dream.
Okay, Martin, let's hear it.
And you were there. No. And you were there.
Yeah.
2 white guys.
Two white guys.
Me and you in a helicopter, and it was a really cool looking helicopter.
Okay.
And we crashed.
Okay.
However, it crashed gently, and it was part of your training, apparently.
Oh, I was supposed to crash?
You were supposed to crash, and you did very well. You crashed very good.
I haven't gotten to that part of the training yet.
No?
And I won't because I quit.
Please.
You're making me want to quit.
No, I'm sorry. Please. Tell me how it's going.
It's as good as not knowing how to fly a helicopter and then flying a helicopter is going.
So it sounds like a nightmare. Okay, good.
It's pretty awful. So out of nowhere, I don't even know what sparked it. I couldn't tell you. Out of nowhere, I was like, I need to fly helicopters.
Can you please try and pinpoint for us, like, where that started? Where could that... first of all, how could that pop up?
I know where it started.
Thank you!
Actually, I don't. Okay. So, this is a whole nother tangent.
Okay.
But we can go to it if you want, but I will just preface it.
Please, go ahead.
I stopped looking at comments and video views and how much money videos make and all the analytics, everything. I don't know how many views any of my videos have gotten in the past 2 months. I don't know how much money I've made. I don't know anything.
Was that because it was robbing you of your joy, your passion?
Yes.
How bad?
All of it. I was in like this weird place where it was like I'd have a good day and then I post a video and then expectation of that video was a lot lower than I thought it would be and it would ruin me for like 2 weeks.
Naturally.
So I was like, let's just not do it. And I haven't done it for like 2 months. And then out of nowhere, I've been wanting to talk to people more.
Oh, interesting.
Not joking. I've made friends.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I made a friend with a guy at the Starbucks I go to. He comes over now. We hang out once a week.
This is your Starbucks home? This is your Starbucks hubby?
Yes, Andrew.
What?
We just hang out.
You're kidding me.
And I'm just talking to people. And then I was like, you know what? I want to fly a helicopter. Now that I also stopped filming a bunch.
This is a good note for all those like starting YouTubers right now as well.
Yeah, I mean, we can dive into it as like squirrel talkers that we are, and then come back to helicopters.
Let's do it. We'll find the trunk of the tree eventually. It's fine.
Sure we will.
It's done. He just hit the camera with an arrow.
I'm playing with an arrow from a compound bow.
There's one sticking out of the wall right here, actually, from the video we just recorded tonight.
Yes, which I will not know how it does, video views wise, money wise, comments wise, ever.
Which is for the best, right?
It is good because here's what happens. I love the comments, some of them, and the problem is you'll read 1,000 good comments and they're like, "Oh my god, I love this is my favorite video. You're the funniest person on the planet. You should be a comedian." Hate that. And then you get one comment.
Oh, you hate when they say you should be a comedian?
You're funny. You should be a comedian.
As if you're not.
What am I doing here?
Oh man, you make a lot of jokes. You should make jokes.
You're on YouTube. You should be a YouTuber. I should. So I don't look at comments. And ever since I stopped, I feel great.
Your life's opening up in front of you.
It's weird because it's like I don't have these roller coasters of emotion. It's just always bad. And
it's so nice. So that cool dopamine boost I got when like my numbers were going up, I took that away.
Gone.
And now all I get is Andrew.
And now I'm reliant on the love of my children to bring me joy.
Ew, dude, really?
I know. Because here's what would happen. Kind of serious talk.
Okay.
Is for some reason looking at all that and looking at like the analytics and seeing like a video underperformed what you thought it would.
Right.
Kind of puts you in the mode of, oh, I need to film more.
100% I need to go back to work immediately, or even worse, spiral down this weird rabbit hole of how does a video perform well and how can I figure out the science behind what they like.
100%.
Yes.
So I was getting to that point and I was like, man, so I would work every day or come to work every day and brainstorm ideas. And I was like, for 5 years I've done this.
Mechanical.
I've worked 7 days a week for 5 years straight. And I hate it.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm going to stop.
And then you stopped, and then you started flying helicopters. Good God.
Good segue. Well, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do that
you
I haven't done.
And also maybe even didn't know about.
That's true. Like, talking to people it's all right.
You've made friends, and by the way, you are not a friend person. You do not like people very much.
I do not like people.
No.
I'm like talking to people. I'm laughing with my kids.
Jesus, dude. Dude, I looked my son in the eyes the other day. That was nuts.
He is autistic, and he doesn't normally do that.
But he saw something in me.
I think.
Good God.
I'm just roasting my son. You're lobbing up opportunities for me to build my son up, and
I would never.
He needs to be down here.
I gotta dunk on this kid.
Dunk him.
Welcome to the real world, son.
You should be autistic. You're autistic. You should be autistic.
Yes. So, you hated it. You absolutely hated what you were doing. You're working harder at what you hated doing. Mm-hmm. The second you stopped, everything started opening up for you.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff I've always wanted to do, like learn different languages, and I've never wanted to fly a helicopter, ever.
So I see what you're saying now about you kind of know where it came from, but you still don't know where it came from.
No idea. Like, things opened up.
Right.
It was literally this. I was sitting in the truck,
Uh-huh.
because I'm not filming. I'm not doing it. And so I don't know what to do with my day.
So now I'm sitting in a truck.
So I'm sitting in my truck, and I go, I should fly a helicopter. And I immediately look. The same breath, I looked up a helicopter training facility and booked it.
What, is there one in the area?
Yeah, in Auburn.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad. 20 minutes away, up the mountain.
Okay. Walk me through your first day.
Okay, so the first day is like a demo flight. So they're like...
So they put you in the air on your first day?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I was like, what's the process look like? And they said, well, why don't you just come out, you fly the helicopter, and see if you even like it.
They pat you on the butt, they strap you in, and then they get out of it. And they go,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Here you go. We'll get it in the air for you. And then it's all yours.
He parachutes out. Good luck, dude.
You got this, I hope. So I go in, and the guy giving the demo flight is my now instructor. I've gone a couple times, but he takes this tiny helicopter, and for the next 20 minutes of my 2-hour demo flight, he proceeds to tell me every single way possible that I could die.
Yeah, no, it feels good.
With like physics. And so I'm like...
Like what would happen to your body if this were to happen?
Yeah. And
cool.
So after 20 minutes, he's like, got any questions? And I was like, Dylan, I am just question at this point.
I am riddled with them. I am entirely question.
I have more questions than not questions. I was like, but I guess we can address that when we get in the air, I guess.
You're making notes in your adorable Hello Kitty notepad. Yes, okay, so head, rotor crash, for sure. Head goes through bottom.
Right, so when the ground approaches face, die. Got it.
Did I get that right?
Did I write that down correctly in the right order, Dylan?
Did you want more?
Let's run through that 20 minutes one more time. So we get done talking about how I can die. And then he's like, let's go fly the helicopter. And I was like, let's do it.
Oh, that was before you even got in the helicopter.
Yeah.
I thought this whole thing took place while you were in the air. He's going, now if I just did this real fast, see, jerk this thing to the right real fast.
You see how we're spinning?
Yeah.
That's bad.
And you're blatantly throwing up to your right side, turning your head against the spin to not pass out.
It's coming back to you.
Yeah, dude. The vomit's going out your window, going back around hitting you again.
This is called the vortex ring vomit. So we get to the helicopter. I've never seen a helicopter, like in person, ever.
I don't think I have either.
Never flew in one ever. So I get up to it, and it's tiny.
Is it?
It's like the size of my Prius.
Oh, that's actually really spooky.
It is little.
That's horrifying, my dude.
Very small. So we started off with like a all-around check, which I loved. You have to do like this in-depth check. Every nut and bolt.
I'm so glad he didn't just go, sounds good.
You just grab it and
Shaking a Prius. She's all good.
it's she flew good last month. Let's go.
I cleaned the windshield wipers. We're good.
Yeah, it's fine. So we do this whole thing, and he's telling me about it, and I'm like, you can shut up. I'm not going to remember a word you're saying. Because
shaking.
I have the nervous peas and poops. I know we're going in the air. So we get done with the check. It took like 45 minutes. So good on that. Everything's good. Although I checked it, so oof. Don't know what I'm looking for.
Once again, pat you on the butt. You go, hey, would you check every nut and bolt, make sure everything's working properly?
Make sure all this stuff you don't understand makes sense.
Go ahead and flick the right buttons for me, but then make sure not to touch any of the buttons you're not supposed to.
Gotcha.
You got this, right?
I turned everything off.
I don't want to go up.
You just have like an engine with wires hanging out. This wasn't loose, but it is now. I don't know what to... As we're in the air. I forgot to tell you.
Is this the stop?
Remember the buttons? They're on top of this. I figured if I took it out, I couldn't touch them.
Can't do nothing wrong if it's not there.
We're going to die, aren't we?
I had this dream. You were there.
We'll get to that. So we get up in the air, which, first off, is terrifying. I don't know if you've ever taken off in a helicopter or seen it.
I haven't even seen a helicopter. Thank you, Jamie.
That's a helicopter.
Oh, like a Prius.
Yeah, a Prius with, yes, death blades. So it weighs less than a Prius.
Okay, weighs less than a Prius.
Weighs less than a Prius.
Tells you all the ways you can die in it.
Tells all the ways you can die.
Makes you check off all the things that are supposed to be good about it. Mm-hmm. Then climbs in.
Climbs in. And there's 2 seats. And both sides have controls. There's 3 different controls. I have a set of controls, all 3. He has a set, all 3.
I don't want them.
Yeah.
I don't want those controls in front of me,
No. They are pushed in front of me.
No, please.
It is... So how you take off was super scary. I blacked out. It was...
What you're supposed to do in that sequence, I believe, right?
Which is why I think I might not be a good pilot.
I don't remember a single takeoff we've ever had. As you're taking off.
This is my first solo flight. So...
2 camera coughs for anyone counting.
Yeah. We go up, which is like you hover for a bit and then you like dip the nose forward and then you go boom. Like you just I'm gonna go 500 feet up now.
Yo.
Yep.
Cool.
And so you go, what? And so which big problem. He said one of the major things to look out for that you could die. He says you'll know when you're getting into it being like this
Death?
This thing that you don't want to go into that's irreversible.
Oh my god.
He says you'll know you're getting into it when you feel light in your seat. So we take off.
That means falling. Mm-hmm. I like how it's explained like to a child. So, up, if you are looking down when up is supposed to be upwards, mean bad. You get it?
I blacked out.
Sorry. Solo flight. You'll understand.
I don't think during the ascent is a good time to be telling me that. Are we 2,000 feet up?
Every time you wake up, if you look out and you see ground down, sky up, you go, oh, I killed it.
I did it.
Nice.
Again. So we get up in the air.
Uh-huh.
We're like 2,000 feet up. And we're like over this river, and there's one control. I won't bore you with the physics of a helicopter.
Please do.
There is pedals, basically, left and right pedal. So if the aircraft is turning left to right on
like on axis?
On axis, that is like an anti-torque pedal. So it keeps you straight where you want to go. Then you have a collective, which is just a bar down by your left hand. You pull it up to go up, you pull it down to go down.
That seems nice. I want to be in charge of that one.
You're in charge of all 3.
No.
And then there's the Satan stick.
Satan stick?
It's called the cyclic, which is this free-flowing, every direction, multi-directional rod that sticks in between your legs.
Oh.
And we both have one. So when he has it, mine's up here. And then when he gives it to me, it's down here. And his is up here. So it's like on a T.
Okay.
So that is a nightmare.
Yeah, what does the multi-directional one do? Is that just point your nose?
No. That's to go forward, back, left, right, this way, that way.
Wait, what?
It's a nightmare, dude. So we get up in the air, and he's out of nowhere. He has his right here, and mine's like up here, and I'm holding it just to like feel. And he says, "You have controls."
Oh.
And so I'm like, I'm death gripping it, and so it's up here. It's supposed to be down here, so you're like making minute controls. So with a helicopter, you think where you want to go, and you'll go that way.
That's how just almost finger movements.
You don't even do finger movements. It's literally think it, and you'll go that way. And if you do too much, you're gonna go that way, dude.
No.
So I was like death gripping it, and I would do something, and he would be like, "I have controls," and he'd fix it immediately. And then there was times that I was like blacking out. Of like, I almost like I was so overwhelmed that I gave up.
Yeah.
I would just hold it and I would just be like, no, I'm not doing anything.
Your eyes slowly close.
Yeah, I was like, I just held it and I said, he'll fix it.
Cause I ain't gonna.
I'm so overwhelmed right now. And every time I did that, he said, that's perfect, just like that.
When you gave up control?
Yeah. So I'm literally giving up. Like, I'm looking around and not moving it. Perfect, just like that. Okay.
Fantastic.
And then I go to focus. I'm like, okay.
Got it.
And my controls, because now we're doing this.
Yep.
So it was awful. And then after that, we started doing hovering, which hovering is the hardest thing to do possible in a helicopter.
Isn't that when you just don't do nothing?
Yeah, it's where you just stand still 3 feet above the ground.
Oh, but like you said, if you make any if you think you want to go anywhere, you'll go that way.
Yeah. And so the problem is there's a lag. So you're drifting to the right, so you correct left, but nothing happens. So you correct left again, but now it catches up.
Oh, yeah.
And so now you're going left, and then you correct hard right, and now he has control.
I have control.
I have controls. So I did awful, but he said I did a 9 out of 10.
Wow. Because you didn't die.
Because he wants money.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, come back to the next one.
I found out he doesn't get paid for these. So
Really?
I think I did a good job.
Okay.
And I've gone 5 times since then. So I'm doing a lot better. I flew 2,000 feet yesterday, and I was doing it myself. I did the traffic pattern. I talked to the radio. I did turning and stuff.
Oh, what?
That was so good.
Dude, you were talking on the radio? What'd you say?
I said,
You up? I'm not.
Auburn traffic. You up?
Traffic. You have controls.
No. Helicopter 442 Uniform Kilo, you are solo flight right now.
No.
Perfect. I just keep saying that to myself. Perfect, just like that. Perfect, just like that.
No, it's the passenger seat. You have controls.
The cyclist doing this.
Kick. Wow, dude.
So I don't know why I'm getting my private pilot's license. My private's pilot license.
I'm getting my privates piloted, dude.
Auburn traffic.
I'm full blown getting my privates piloted right now.
So I couldn't tell you why I'm doing it. Okay.
Wow, dude. Has it gotten any less scary?
You know what? It has not.